So Jeff, we're out in the shop. Kind of walk us through the process.
Process usually starts with raw slab in raw form, obviously.
So this is the raw material. You guys keep this out in the yard.
Yep.
You bring it into here. And this is the first step in the process?
First step of the process, it goes, use the air lifts to transfer it to the table. And then we program the saw to the size that it needs to be. We go off of an order form.
Okay.
And we cut it to size, raw form, and it's a blank at that point. And then there's details that go with the piece as far as what needs to be done. It could be easing, rocking, chamfering, sandblasting, thermaling.
So earlier Al was working on rock facing a cap over here. Can we go over and take a look at that? So Al's working on this project right now. So the finished edge type the customer wanted was a rock face, right?
This is correct, yeah.
So rock face is just kind of a rough edge?
Yep, you take a chisel and you chisel off the edges. You do have to flip it upside down to do the bottoms first, and then we flip it back over and then we finish it, and that gives you the texture. After the rocking process, it has some spots that aren't quite clear. We use a torch to thermal those off.
Okay. And what is, when you thermal it, what is that torch doing?
It breaks off the flat surfaces. The torch pops those off, and then it's a nice uniform rock.
So those smooth spots are
yep,
gone
they're rough now. Yep.
So tell us about the project you guys are working on right now.
So this is the curbing project. This is where it starts. It starts on a paper template. They're printed out on CAD for us. And then I take razors and I cut the templates out. And from there, they go on to the raw slab, get traced out. This is your cut piece from the bridge saw. We trace it out.
The blank.
Yep, this is the blank. Yep.
So after we've traced it out, it comes over to this station over here.
Yep. The wet area.
Okay.
And this is where we scribe the lines for him and go down as deep as we can. Just pre-cutting, making sure the lines, all the magic markers gone, and it's ready to go. It's got its shape.
Gotcha.
And then he'll finish the shape in the dry area.
So what do we call this part of the shop?
This is the dust booth. This is where all the dry work happens. We don't need a lot of water. We don't have any water over here. So we rely on the dust collector to pull in the dust for us as we cut.
So right here it looks like he's, Chris is working on this, right?
Chris is working on this. He's doing some curve cutting, and this is the curbing that we were talking about. It's 8.5 inches thick, and he works the shape all by hand, just cutting 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick, break them off as he goes, and just keep going until he's finished.
So these are completed projects ready for customers to go out, is that correct?
These are completed projects, yep. And these here look like little caps.
We've got some labels here, so what?
So these labels are those numbers that we saw on the templates, and this is how we keep track of all the jobs. They all have the same number. So until they go out the door, that number stays with it the whole time until it gets a gold star, which it's been quality inspected.
Okay, so you guys do some small jobs like that?
Yep.
To, what's the biggest jobs you've got? I mean,
over $100,000 worth of work.
So a truckload of cut stone and a lot of man hours to get it all done.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's been a ton of fun. Thanks for having me out. I love learning the process. So now teach me how to use the saw.
You got it.